and we will talk to you Monday.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to The Morning Show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
The 9th of January, and today is a National Day of Mourning in honor of former President Jimmy Carter, whose funeral will be held starting actually now. The various events and ceremonies beginning at 9 o'clock in Washington, D.C. And with that, stock markets are closed today. And so is the U.S. Postal Service. No mail today.
Very good. Very good. I'm sure that's news to a lot of people out there. Another cold morning, 8 degrees when I pulled in this morning. Not too much wind though, so it didn't feel as cold as the last couple mornings. Let's take a look outside. Ooh,
It's actually 4 degrees right now.
Is it 4 now?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been outside yet today, but Brandon, you have. The last few mornings, it must have been a little bit windier or something, but today didn't feel as bad as it had been.
Not too bad with the wind, no.
Yeah.
No wind today. Winds are calm, no wind chill right now.
But people are definitely driving slower with the, I don't know, quarter inch we got.
Well,
People
the roads were really bad last
They
night.
were, but people were driving very, very slow this morning. So be careful when you're out there.
Yes. Jackson's roads and streets are being designed to have a calming effect on traffic. As they do construction work on various streets, they're narrowing them to calm traffic.
Is that right?
It's working.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
I cannot stop watching the coverage of the fires out west in California. I think part of it is I've taken a lot of trips to this exact location.
Oh, really?
With some family. They're safe, but my cousin Tommy, he used to live in Santa Monica, and we've walked his neighborhood and just seeing some of the coverage. It's amazing the scope of this. It's hard to determine that from watching it on TV, but the size of this fire and the size of the hillsides, it's just crazy. And every structure, is a multi-million-dollar structure. Every single structure is a multi-million-dollar structure. So I can't imagine what the total loss is going to be when this is all said and done. Probably at least $500 billion. And I don't even know where I come up with that number.
Yeah, I mean, officially 5 people have died, but the death toll is almost certain to climb. And
Yeah, you've seen a lot of people that have stayed in their houses, and it happens so quick. I saw someone being interviewed on the news last night, and they said, we have little fires pop up all the time, and the fire department comes. She said, I'm embarrassed to say I was actually filming it because I've done it before, and then next thing you know. But she said it didn't matter what the warning would have been, it wouldn't have been enough time.
It's never happened like this before, and especially in the Los Angeles area. The LA Times this morning is saying it looks like a bomb detonated on Sunset Boulevard, an iconic street, and other icons in the area, the Hollywood sign, the Walk of Fame, all in threat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of celebrities have lost their homes. Ricky Lake, Paris Hilton, Billy Crystal, Jennifer Grey, Sandra Lee, J.J. Redick, Eugene Levy, Mark Hamill, James Woods, Jamie Lee Curtis among the celebrities whose homes have
And you
been
forgot
burned.
to mention Spencer and Heidi Pratt from
the Pratts,
MTV.
yes.
And they had been posting pictures of their house going up in flames.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted a TikTok last night saying, thanks, I finally got 1 million followers. I guess all I had to do was film my house being ravished to get 1 million followers. But yeah, it's amazing the scope of this disaster. It's incredible.
100,000 people are displaced. 100,000 people. Where do they go?
I don't know. And of course, California, it's not like everyone has family or everyone's from there, especially if you're in these ritzy areas. So yeah, there's probably a lot of people that do not have a lot of family in the area, for sure. Tonight, there's a college football playoff game that a lot of people in Jackson are interested in because we have a lot of Notre Dame fans here.
A
lot of Notre Dame fans here. We've been talking around the office. Who are you rooting for, Penn State or Notre Dame? And I think this picture has made it so much easier for me to decide who I would like to win the game. Marcus Freeman's team. Yeah, as a Michigan fan, I respect Notre Dame. I respect their education system. And I cannot stand James Franklin at all. At all. So I'm going to pick Notre Dame tonight. Who do you want to win?
Well, just looking at the picture, he doesn't look like someone you'd enjoy spending any time with.
No.
Number 6 Penn State versus number 7 Notre Dame, 7:30 tonight on ESPN. The first of 4.
Who do you think's older, me or Marcus Freeman?
You.
That's correct. That
We've
is
got
correct.
some young coaches.
We do.
Minnesota's coach. He's like 12.
PJ Fleck, I think he's older than Marcus Freeman, actually. Marcus, I think he's 38.
We have something else people might want to watch instead of the Penn State Notre Dame game, and that is high school basketball. The first girls' game of the season on JTV Sports tonight. Coverage begins at 6:45 live from Michigan Center High School. The Minuteman Sewer and Drain Cleaning Sports Weekend. The Warriors and the Cardinals. Should be a great game.
Should be a great game. Thanks to the team at Michigan Center for allowing us to be there and set up, do the game. We appreciate their hospitality as always. Looking forward to it. Should be a great matchup. 2 of the top teams in the Cascades Conference. We're excited to be out there. So join us live on JTV or jtv.tv.
Folks at the Optimist Ice Arena have asked me to let you know that they are hosting a college hockey game this Saturday. This will be the second time that the club hockey team from Michigan State will be down at the Ice Arena, and they will be playing Andre Laurendeau from Montreal.
Ooh.
Game time is 4 o'clock. Free admission.
Let's see it.
And great concessions.
This is good hockey, too. Very good hockey.
Very good hockey.
Checking allowed as well. So it'll be a fun one. Free admission. Very cool.
And Mel's Diner will be open, serving a wide range of concessions. It's amazing.
Do you call it Mel's Diner?
It's called Mel's Diner.
The burger there is sneaky delicious.
It's huge too.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they have
and you
great
wouldn't
food.
think when you're at that concession stand at Mel's Diner that to think to order a burger,
You
but
could order like a basket of fries, and that's a whole meal.
it
The
is.
fries,
orders are
you get a huge, and they're the skinny ones too. They're good.
Yeah. You're there a couple times a week.
I am. Melody Trapp, the owner of Mel's Diner. And she actually owns the Ice Arena too.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Her and Don and
It's
Dave Templin is he's the magic man. That
for
runs that place.
someone, and you could probably agree, you've been around the state to a lot of these ice rinks. I would put our entrance and hospitality and concession stand and seating above most. So
And the cleanliness. They're constantly going
constantly
around
wiping down the counters for sure.
They should, I wish they'd turn the heat on though.
Well, you know, it's an ice arena. They got to keep the ice frozen. The Monday Mornings podcast is out now. It's new with FBI Special Agent retired Kate Schweit. You want to check that out? That's been a very popular episode. We'd also like to welcome Bart, a new sponsor to the Monday Mornings podcast. Leave It to Beavers Auto Detailing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So welcome Montel. And of course, thank you to Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, now open at the corner of Horton and Weatherwax in Jackson.
I saw him at Kibbe Cobb the other day.
Who?
The
Montel?
Beavers team.
Awesome. Love
Yeah.
it. Very good. Very, very good. I would like to now welcome the Center for Family Health back for our Center for Family Health scoreboard. And we've got a lot of action going on. Gosh, there's so much going on. But you know the only place to find these results, Bart?
GTV.
That is correct. So here's what happened yesterday. We had boys basketball. Columbia took care of East Jackson by 31. Grass Lake continues to remain undefeated. They beat Jonesville by 3. Hanover over Napoleon. It was Michigan Center over Vandercook Lake, and then Leslie over Addison. On the girls' side, Napoleon beat Hanover Horton by 26. That's wrestling I'm reading, Bart. Excuse me. Wrestling, Napoleon winner over Hanover Horton and Michigan Center. Columbia Central, a winner over Grass Lake and Vandercook Lake. Hastings and Northwest both beat Lumen Christi, and Concord fell to Maple Valley. Western did defeat Coldwater. Here's what's coming up.
Both the men and women at Jackson College basketball lost tough games.
Doubleheader last night to the Stars out of Lansing Catholic. Here's what's coming up today. We've got women's basketball, 4 games. Of course, JTV will be at Michigan Center for the Grass Lake game. Wrestling, Lincoln is at Jackson, and then we've got a lot of bowling and some gymnastics as well coming up tonight. And for highlights, scores, and more schedules, just visit jtv.tv. Thank you to the Center for Family Health, opening the door to healthcare for all, centerforfamilyhealth.org.
Focusing the spotlight on women's health during the month of January at the Center for Family Health. Well, if you're in the market for a new house, there's one that just came on the market that you might be familiar with. It's Walter White's old place. I believe Walter's in jail somewhere. No, I don't want to spoil the...
Don't spoil it. This is the greatest show ever, isn't it?
Breaking Bad, the TV show in Albuquerque. They actually filmed. Now the pylons and everything, they're up around the house because apparently fans have come to visit the house over the years.
Every day they get about 100 people.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting, Bart, the original owners still in the family from
Nice
the
pool.
70s, but the director just walked up, knocked on the door, and
Really?
said, "Hey, we'd like to use your house for a movie."
Huh.
And then next thing you know, like 2 days later, they were in there setting up.
Wow.
How much does this cost?
This is at $3.995 million.
You can't get that
Wow.
much money for the house. Brandon, if your neighbor listed their house for $4 million, do you think they'd get it? No, because it wouldn't appraise.
No, I wouldn't appraise.
So, I
it'd
mean-
have to be all cash sale.
Yeah, even then, I don't know if that
Someone
works
would,
like that.
have
I don't
to-
think you're allowed to do that.
Well, 100 people come and look at it every day. You would have to turn it into a tourist attraction.
But it's in the middle of a neighborhood.
That's all right. The neighbors would complain for a little while, and then they'd sell lemonade.
I think the beauty of it is it's the actual house.
Yeah.
And it's not
It's
just
the house.
It's not just the front of the house. They use the pool. They use the other stuff.
No, there's no Hollywood sets. They actually filmed in Albuquerque.
Yes.
They did build some sets there, but they filmed the whole show in Albuquerque. So,
I saw a story related to this house, and the homeowner would constantly bake cookies for the cast and crew.
Oh, nice.
But Brian couldn't eat any, of course, because he had cancer in the show, so he would always refuse the cookies
'Cause he was playing.
trying to lose weight.
yeah. He was being a method actor.
Yeah. Ooh, that was funny how you said that. No pun intended. That is, I think that's my favorite show of all time.
Our sponsor of the day, we'd like to salute and thank Miller's Shoe Parlor.
Alrighty.
Steve and his team.
I gotta ask Steve if he's got the New Balance 550s that are popular.
I bet he does. Steve will
to
be
him.
on my show later today.
Ask him if he has the New Balance 550s.
550s?
Yep, I'm looking for a pair of those.
What color?
White and blue or white and green.
I will tell you, if Steve doesn't have it in stock, he can get it for you the next day.
Perfect. The Kiwanis Chili Golf Classic is coming up, and you're invited to register. You can do 9 holes or 18 holes. It includes a great time. I haven't played in this forever, but it's so fun. You can pay at the course too, and it is $25 for 9, $35 for 18. It includes chili, hot dogs, and brats. Should be a great time out at Hankered Hills. Something else coming up is Elvis Night, and Tiki Sam and Grand River Brewery are working on that together, and it is a night with Elvis. January 18th, doors open at 7. Check out Grand River's Facebook page for more information on that.
In Michigan, new laws going into effect this month and next. Starting next month, nearly all Michigan workers will accrue 1 hour of paid sick time for every 30 hours worked. Also, the minimum wage.
Brandon, I see you're taking notes back there.
Yeah, take notes. The minimum wage is going up to $12.48 per hour.
Do you remember what minimum wage was when you first had your job?
$2.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know, I remember mine, and I worked at Bobix Discount Golf, and it was $4.15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I worked 4 hours a week. I was rich. God. I was
Well,
like $16 after taxes.
And unemployment benefits, you can get, there will be 26 weeks of unemployment benefits, and by 2027, the weekly maximum goes up to $614 a week
For what?
to be unemployed.
No. How about
So I am
Is that-
predicting
that? Is that in the state?
in the state
State.
of Michigan, you quit your job, you get a half year of unemployment at over $600 a week.
Yeah, you could, Brandon, if you quit, you could ask for all those sick days too.
Yeah.
And I'm
get
sure
your
your
sick
employer
days.
would just
Yeah.
write you a check for those.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
we'll talk.
now in the state of Michigan, you can get a tax credit for donating a body part.
Do you have to
Yes.
donate
Organ
it right
do-
then? Or
Organ. I don't know.
How much would a tax credit on a kidney be?
I don't know. But when do you get the tax credit? The day you, for live or.
Well, maybe your surviving spouse will get the
I don't
tax
know.
credit.
Who's on the show
What do you mean a
today?
body part? Like an organ or an arm or something? I don't
It's
know.
specific body parts.
Okay. We've got a wonderful show lined up. We're going to get things started with Matthew Budd, and he's from the Jackson County Health Department. Matt joins us right after this. Stay with us.